Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Talk Podcast. So, I'd like to talk about something that I have been seeing more and more, and it's mostly older women who are coming to the realization that the choices they have made in the past or the things that they have prioritized in masses over most of their life is actually not giving them the fulfillment that they were seeking, right? So there are more and more women talking about this, coming out and sharing reality of how life looks for them now in their older ages. So the thing is that a lot of women have chosen to only prioritize a job, to only prioritize a career, to they completely bought into the strong and independent boss chick idea, which is, depending on how you play it out, is not necessarily a bad thing, but it comes with certain sacrifices, right? And it also gives you a type of personality trait that might be not really attractive to the opposite sex, but that's going to be a whole topic on its own. What I'm trying to get to is that I have been seeing more and more women talking about the choices they made in their prime time in the early 20s, moving on, growing older into their 30s and even 40s, and now they're kind of regretting the choices they made because they have earned some money. For those who actually really did manage to step into a career and make good money, they have traveled the world, they have done so many things, they've experienced so many things, they were able to treat themselves, buy things that they always desired, and just do it all, living the life, as you would say. But then over time in life, they kind of realized, okay, they are lacking in their social life, meaning that they're missing something. And mostly what they would talk about is they are missing companionship. And companionship sounds easy. You could think about, oh, why don't you have your friends around, right? But realistically, as growing older, the circle of friends that you are going to have is not as large as the circle of friends that you had when you were in your teens and your 20s. It's shrinking because everybody has different things going on in their life. You have different things that you're focusing on. You might kind of even moved away. Your circle of friends have different interests, and so many things could cause the reasons of why you're not having the same group of friends around. And some people might even find themselves not really having any friends around. So the social life is kind of lacking. Your parents are already older. Your siblings have kind of moved on with their lives, and you're just sitting around and you're doing all you have to do. You're going to work, you're coming back, but you always find yourself in the situation that you are alone. You are lonely. And some people might say, yeah, I'm dating here and there, but you're not really having something that's substantial in your life, meaning they are starting to regret not prioritizing relationship, not prioritizing having a family and actually growing with someone in life that they can enjoy each other with. And this is something that's actually really painful to hear. And it's sad to me that a lot of women are actually realizing this when it's almost too late. They spend so much time focusing on everything, but not the things that are actually meaningful in life, which is relationship, which is for a woman having a man on your side, someone who cares for you, someone who loves you, someone who is going to be your rock, someone you can hold on to, someone who's going to bring leadership into your life and protection and provide and all those beautiful things that comes with having a great relationship. And then also having family, meaning having children, people that you come home to, and they need you. And we all want to be needed. That's a part of life. Like, life is about people, but the most meaningful people you're going to share your life with are going to be your family. And coming in together and creating extended families, where your partner brings his family into it, and you have your family into it, and you have your own kids, and you all are enjoying life together. Those are the things that actually matter. And you can have all the money in the world, you can have the greatest careers, but I think, especially for women, at some point in life, you might find yourself kind of questioning and kind of overthinking, did I make the right choices? Am I kind of missing out on something? And this is a topic that I've been hearing more and more from just day-to-day women talking about it, but also people who are celebrities, who have made a fortune, who have enjoyed fame and fortune, who have, they've done everything, they've seen everything, but they are also talking more about that they are lacking something. They have everything, but this happiness that they've been pursuing is not there. The things that they thought are going to make them happy is not there. And I spoke about this in one of my episodes on YouTube and also on Spotify, talking about this idea that feminism has implied to a lot of women, being strong and independent. I'm a boss chick, I can do everything on my own, I don't need a man, is long-term putting you as a woman in a bad position. Because intrinsically, yes, I cannot talk for every woman, but I do believe a lot of women would agree to this, that intrinsically we do need someone, we do want to share life with someone, we do want to have families. And like, you have people like Taraji, for example, who is talking about this, that she is lacking something. Obviously, she's too strong and independent to admit what it is. But if you really listen closely, you're going to hear that, okay, she has everything, but what she's missing is a husband. She's missing someone to share life with on the long run, because she's already in her 50s, if I'm not mistaken, and you have everything, but you don't have anyone to share those beautiful experiences with. Or this lady, I think her name is Teresa Simpson, or Teresa something, how she talked about this. It was written in an article how she is kind of missing the attention that she used to get from men, but now turning older, she's not getting it anymore. Life is just completely upside down in what she actually thought it would have turned out to be. She's single in her 50s. She's not married. She's never been married. She doesn't have children. And in that case, when you hit 50s, like, there's no, I don't want to say no, but I mean, the chances, the likelihood of you getting pregnant or starting all those things that people actually put in as a process to now get it in your 50s is almost unlikely. Or this track runner, I'm sorry, I don't have her name in mind right now, but she focused all her life in becoming a track runner, a star in her sports career. To be honest, she never turned to blow up to be that famous track runner, but she had her achievements here and there. And now she's 41, and that was last year, where she openly talked about the process that she's into, that she had to go for IVF. She had to go into this, those clinics where they do sperm donations, and you sign the contract and they do the process of getting you pregnant. Obviously, it's not in a natural way, because a natural way would be you're having, relations, intercourse with your partner, and you guys are both into it, you're planning to create a family. But she didn't have that because she never prioritized relationship. Turned out to be 40, and before she wanted to hit her 41 birthday, I don't know, sorry, she realized there's something lacking and missing in her life, and took the step to get pregnant by IVF. So she can at least say, okay, I'm not lonely, I have a child. And to be honest, that's quite a selfish solution, to just have a child, because now suddenly you realize you're lonely and you're missing out and all of those things, because that child is going to grow up and not having a father figure. However the case may be, all those things that they are realizing, what these women are lacking to do is to be honest about it. They are not talking about the hardships that they were facing. They're not talking about, like, for example, this IVF story. They are not sharing how much time you had to invest, all the effort you had to put, all the hormones you had to take, the expenses. They are actually going to keep selling it as something that it isn't that bad. Yes, I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, maybe I should have done this and maybe, but they're so strong and so independent that being vulnerable and being honest is the least they would ever think of doing in their lives. And that's really hurtful because younger people, other people are looking up to those people. And we all know, if you have an idol, if you look up to certain people, you somehow tap into the same footsteps and you follow along. And I think it's just a disaster that women are finding or putting themselves in these types of positions, because we have been told, yeah, you can have it all, but that's not true. And at the same time, focus on your career, focus on your education, which is beautiful. Have an education, get a job. Nowadays, it's normal. You have to have a job because you're an adult. You need to take care of yourself. If there's no one else to team up with, all those things make sense. But just to only focus on that is going to turn out to be that you're lacking in other areas in life. And to me, I think women, we should talk to each other more about this, that you can have all those material things, you can have all these jobs and careers and money coming in, and you can have all the fun in your life, but at some point you might realize that, okay, it's too late for me to now starting to find what I actually want in life. However, guys, I hope you enjoy. Have a good one. Bye.